I think there was not like this one moment where I realized that my dream of going to space is not over. I was like a very sporty person, so I did like a lot of mountain biking, snowboarding, I did parkour where you jump about walls and this kind of stuff. Obviously, life changed a lot after my accident, and I think the biggest impact, of course, is using the wheelchair and everything which comes with a spinal cord injury. And I really figured out how inaccessible our world still is and how sometimes socially excluding a wheelchair can be, even though nobody is like actively excluding you, right?
She has an inspiring part, yeah? Many people respond to her and she does things that you don't expect her doing, right? And so they're fascinated by that. And I kind of feel the same way. She is, I think, an explorer, adventurer, yeah? And the wheelchair does not really stop her from doing that.
Yeah, so I met Hans the first time online, on LinkedIn. Yeah, I just asked him, like, you worked for so long for SpaceX. Do you think that people like me can be astronauts? And then he reached out to Blue Origin and told me about, like, oh, Blue actually is very excited about it. And I was like, okay, I have my doubts on it, but let's see. But thankfully, it turned out we can do it. So Hans and me ending up flying as a team.
I think it was about a year ago when we first did our workshop with Hans and Michi on site. We made some prototype hardware, and then we tested out the prototype hardware, and we figured out a lot of things that didn't work and a few things that did work, and really refined and practiced those. We have their business resource groups here at Blue Origin, like New Hawking, and organizations like Astra Access have been great to come in and do workshops with us and figure out what's possible and wasn't possible. On the vehicle side, we didn't have to change anything to allow Michi to fly to space. We did implement a few things on the ground side, so some ground support equipment to allow her to both ingress and egress out of the capsule. And so a lot of our work was focused on upgrading the experience in Astronaut Village, things in our training center, and then some of the ground support equipment to get her both into the capsule and then back out of the capsule.
So yeah, I feel like a little bit the responsibility of being the first wheelchair user is also to point back on Earth. Of course, if we want to be an inclusive society, we should be inclusive in every part and not only in the parts we like to be. For the future of accessible spaceflight, I really hope it's like speeding up. It's like in its very early days right now. So I think we're making like a very first thing here with Blue Origin.
So Michi basically inspired me to do this, yeah? And it's her drive that kind of convinced me I should do that too, and to just experience something that I've seen from the outside for a long time.
This is exciting work because this is what New Shepard was designed to do, to increase the access to space so all different kinds of people can have that experience of seeing our Earth from space.